Okay, we're here at Imagine Books today, and I'm talking to Fiona Murphy. Yeah?
Yep, that's me.
About the release of your new book, Down the Plughole. So, what actually made you write the book?
Well, a few years ago, when my children were younger, I used to write little poems and stories for them, and they used to love them, and all their friends used to love them as well. And I kind of wrote them all in a little book and then put them away. And when they were older, unfortunately, I had some ill health and I lost my job.
Right.
So I got the little book out and dusted it off and had a look at them and thought, right, well, okay, I've always wanted to get a book published with these poems in, so let's give it a go. So I went onto a Facebook page called Writing and Illustrating for Kids, and I put a little comment up saying, somebody like to work with me? And I had 2 replies, and one was from Michelle Last. And when I had a look at her illustrations, I just thought that they would be perfect. And we started working together. We've been working together for a couple of years, and we got a book of 16 poems, and it's fully illustrated. And I managed to get us a publishing deal.
How did you come up with the title? Was it just one of the poems?
One of the poems has the first line is "Down the Plughole, under the bath." So that's really, I was trying to come up with something, and that just came to me that it would be a brilliant title, and kids and people seem to love it.
Have you been influenced by any other writers, do you think?
Well, my favourite writer for children is Michael Rosen. I'm a big fan, and when I was a young girl, I was about 10,
Right.
I did a workshop with him when I lived in Northampton, so I think I really love his work. And I also love Julia Donaldson. She is a big heroine of mine.
Have you got any sort of mentor you think would help the author you just mentioned, I guess?
Sorry, could you...
Well, have you got any sort of person you look up to, or has been a mentor to you, or a teacher to your writing, do you think?
No, I've kind of just always written what children like.
Right.
I kind of get my inspiration from them, and I get the feedback from the children. If they like it, then I'm happy, you know.
Do you think you'd like to do writing as a career?
I'm trying to. I have had lots of other doors closed because of my illnesses, so this is something that I can do. And there's nothing better than sitting at home and thinking of silly stories for children. I do get inspiration from my little nephews, who are 8 and 2.
Right.
And
I don't know what that was. So what was the hardest part of writing the book? I guess thinking of the poems.
No, that wasn't the hard bit. The
No?
hard bit is putting it all together and then trying to get it published. That's the hard
Right.
bit. And then trying to sell it afterwards. That is
Right.
the hard bit.
So who's the publisher?
The publisher is Poetry Space. They are a publisher in Bristol.
Right.
And they only publish poetry, and I'm their first children's poetry book. There will be some more published later on in the year, but I am the first one that they've published as yet. So you can buy it through their website, which is www.poetryspace.co.uk.
And have you got your own website?
Yes, I've got my own website, which is www.fiona-murphy.co.uk. I do try and update it as regularly as I can.
Is it available on Amazon or anywhere like that?
It is available on Amazon. I'm just waiting for the stock levels to go on. But you can buy them from me. It's here in stock in Imagine Bookshop, and a few other places are in Weymouth, and available online at Poetry Space.
Okay, one final question. Do you have any other advice for sort of starting writers? Just write, maybe?
Just write and keep writing and keep writing and writing. If there's something that you really want to do, then and you've got the passion, then you can make anything happen. I managed to do it, so if I can do it, anybody can really. But you just have to have a good product.
Sure.
And you have to get your feedback. I got a lot of feedback from children, and you know, I knew that if they liked it, then other children would like it.
Okay, well, that's a great interview. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks.